Hey everybody, welcome back to we're playing a game of Total War Warhammer 2. I'm the Strategy Professor. It's going to be a Mortal Empire's Queek campaign. Check the time. Set an alarm for 8:15 a.m. Alright.
Okay,
So got to get back in there. I'm just kind of in the zone. As I said last episode, it's getting hot. It's getting exciting in here. It's getting tough. Okay, so first things first. We got to kill this guy.
Kill no fuzz.
We're gonna fight it. I mean, for some reason, it's giving us really favorable odds against the undead. But as we've seen, it is hard. It's hard to kill these guys. I mean, this is a challenge, so we're definitely gonna fight it. We're not gonna weasel our way through. I mean, other YouTubers out there, as I've said before, maybe they are cool with. I would call this abuse of the auto resolve systems. There's no way that we are favored like 90% here. It's just no way. I mean, they have Varghulfs. They have I'm blanking on the name. Undead Knight dudes. Like, they've got some serious stuff. And are we gonna win? Probably. Well, we do have the garrison coming in. Like, are we going to win? Probably, but we could definitely, you know, there's a world where we take a lot of casualties here. Okay, so we're just going to fire into the back here, and we're just going to use our garrison. I forgot that's actually a pretty serious garrison right there, because it's tier 2 walled, so there's going to be a lot of stuff rolling in. So we're just going to throw our garrison in there. I mean, maybe I could have done without fighting this one. I did forget about the garrison, so that... It might be right about this one, but earlier we saw I was 90% favored in one of those fights. You know, 90%, and I lost it. And we ended up losing a ward because of it, so, you know, that's why I use my own judgment. I say, you know what? Is that auto-resolve accurate? Is that something that is legit? Do I not need to fight that fight? Or is that something that I could actually lose? And if it's something I could actually lose, I'm going to fight it because I want a fair, fun campaign. I don't want to just auto-resolve through it. I play it because I want the fun, I want the challenge. And sometimes, yeah, we lose armies, like we did last time. But that's part of the fun, that's part of the excitement, right? I don't want to steamroll a campaign, I want it to be hard. I want to lose stuff. I want to have to make tough decisions. That's why I'm playing it on Legendary. I want tough stuff. So put these guys over here, ready to go. We don't have our dude, which makes me sad because he actually is really nice, the engineer dude. What do we aim for? We aim for... It's going to be too hard to hit a single entity that's that small, I think, with the warp cannon, so we're just going to fire it into the big stuff.
Council's command.
I don't really care if the garrison dies. They're gonna replenish anyways. Go ahead and cast stuff just so that it drains their vigor and slows them down a little bit. It is a lot slower without that engineer. Dang. Where's he?
Onward, full. Bong! Skrenrika Bokrek! Gutter runners! At one place! It is done! Sneaker crows! Retreat! Fancy!
Dang it, for real? They almost killed one of my catapults. They're so sleazy. Like, they just go straight for my artillery, basically. Like, they're really good at playing the long con. Like, they just want to injure my artillery so that when the next battle comes, it won't cover as much. It's clever. I mean, yeah, they'll just suicide to knock out that artillery. I don't remember if I used my potion or not. On, my Plague Priest. Oh yeah, Garrison helped us out a little bit. Although, frankly, not that much, honestly.
Tell Nordwell of Queek
I don't think.
victory.
I mean, that did make them all crumble a lot faster.
It consumed them.
Punishment's not gonna matter.
Run things.
Food would be good. I mean, it seems like I have a ton of gold, but when I pimp out that other army, I'm gonna be pretty close to 0. Net neutral.
Enslave. Queek
I
master.
don't remember if I have this buff or not, though. I think the Fort leadership.
Yes.
Maybe okay.
Slaves work that down.
Alchemist. Okay. Nice.
Untrusted worm. Poison
We
after.
just want spread corruption here. We have all the spells.
Stinks like a gracier.
Stillment bombs are nice. But we do need to be willing to assassinate people who could hinder our replenishment, because that is obnoxious. We'll figure that out.
Victory! Hornet rats notice me.
Who's the Alchemist? Is that this guy?
Should kill when get a chance.
Yeah. He already has poison attacks. Okay, so we don't need that anymore then. But magical attacks are still nice, I guess.
Set tails to scamper march.
Right. Here we go. How far?
Quick.
They can only run to here. Okay, I can't run at all. Okay, so I have to go to this.
Distance to cover.
Near the coast.
Scamper
Okay.
scuddy.
Yeah, that garrison is definitely able to hold its own. It might be able to hold against this guy. We'll have to see. Meanwhile, okay, he didn't take the bait. He's gonna try to backdoor. Death Gorge. Did I ever upgrade that? Yes. Okay, so all of these have walls.
Our clan will rise.
We have to kill this rebellion. That has to happen right now. After that, we'll see. Okay. Have all of that. Sneaky, tricksy, scouting.
Our clan will rise.
That has to go down.
Stop, go.
Just be an auto. Yeah.
Another victory! Praise me!
Good moon. Just take some food. Farming food. Get our stash back up.
Mighty warlord am I. Great victory!
I'm gonna miss not having Ravenous expansion. I think that's really good by doing the Grace here, but I'm interested to try it out. You know, we'll see. Blast Master, I believe, is next. Yes. Need to get wary at some point for that enemy hero action success chance. We don't need Clan Molder. We don't need Infiltrator. Do that. I mean, we might get that stuff later. We'll see. I mean,
untrusted worm, poison after.
I mean, one thing is, you know, we can just simply do Death Frenzy with this guy. You know, Scorch with this guy, if we really wanted to. If we really wanted to do the Death Frenzy thing, we could just do it with this guy and not have to use a Grace here for it. But I think that Screaming Bell thing could be pretty legit. Like I said, the Screaming Bell thing, like, he has way more armor, way more health, and he gives everybody, like, the buff of the extra 5 melee attack, stuff like that. So I think it just might be straight better. I don't know, because I feel like these guys just don't kill that much. They don't do that much in these fights. Queek does, but Queek has a lot of damage, a lot of melee attack, a lot of damage. He's a small unit, so he is not affected by halberds and things like that, unlike on this Rat Ogre. And he has that insane buff off his weapon that gives him like 40% extra damage. So Queek is very good. But he's different from the other lords. Okay, I guess we just do Warforged armor. I might want to get to Death Frenzy though. This guy doesn't want to stand close to the army. I mean, the army does usually end up coming pretty close, honestly, to the artillery. So maybe I do get this, just in case I want it. That lowering the melee attack of everybody on the map by whatever that number was, 12 or something, is insane, also. So I'm interested to try out the Grace here. I've never tried Grace here, because usually, you know, my stance is I don't like getting caster lords because I feel like I have to get too many skills in the red and the blue tree early, especially with my first couple of wards, because the cost matters so much. But I'm starting to get so much territory that I feel like I can get away with, and I'm sort of cost prohibited anyways. That I feel like I can get away with going for magic first. What is that? Big fort. Okay, we've seen that before. Alright, so we can upgrade this. How we looking public order-wise? Not amazing, but we're doing alright. It's working. Growth. Food. We need Drinker as, but we gotta stop this guy first. So this should be stable, I think. How much are we getting from characters? 8. Just drop the cash off of that for now. I want the cash, but you know, 500 is not gonna make or break the bank right now. But if I have to stick around for another session, then that might. Can I dash into him and still beat him? I think so. These guys are leveling up fairly quickly. I'm gonna burrow under at him next turn anyway, so I might as well just go to like right here.
I say they move.
There's a chance these dwarves power up and come back at me, but it's gonna take them a little bit.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Need to get this under control here in a minute too.
Never.
We gotta run this guy down.
Grey harbinger of doom.
Still hiring. Still haven't seen chaos yet. Maybe they don't show up until I go further north. Maybe I have to go get that other town first. That's going to be a little bit. Just like endless hordes of undead. It's like Night of the Living Dead here. God, I really don't want anybody to take my Black Pyramid. It's so hard to get this thing. I just know they're going to turn on me at some point and come at me. We are slowly getting some more food back. Back in 3 turns, he's coming back in 2 turns. Okay. We're just gonna dismiss the Plague dude, I guess. He just gets assassinated every time. I guess I don't need another Plague Priest right now because I decided to go with the magic on the one dude. Oh, I forgot to hire a Lord. Dang it. Over there. I swear to God, Grombrindle, if you siege that next turn, I mean, I guess I'm not really going to do a lot about it because I'm going to kill you anyways, but just don't do it, man. Come on. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, never mind. It's a different army. Okay. No, not okay. I thought they were actually going to man up and come at me. Backdoor Central? What are these guys doing? Okay, what are these guys doing? Okay. Okay, that's a good case scenario. Trying to like pinch me in. As long as I don't just start scattering and running everywhere, trying to cause public order problems, or trying to backdoor me, I'm cool with that. If they just want to collapse on me and try to destroy me, I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, one of my trade partners is about to get wiped. That should improve, I think, my standing with them, maybe. They might just not be fighting me just because they want to finish them first. I don't know. Loyalty crisis averted. I mean, yeah, it looked like that happened last turn.
Ring bell.
Yeah, he went from 1 loyalty to 10 in 1 turn. Probably triggered off of this and the other thing, the 13th scheme, and I just gave him a bunch of stuff. I just loaded him up with as many items as I could possibly give him. Just hired the maximum amount of units, and he was cool with that. Okay. So what's this army comp gonna look like? I like having 3 of these. I think that's about the right number. Anymore might be a little clunky. They don't do a lot of damage, but they are really nice for tanking. I could even like have these guys come out and just like face tank first, like any cavalry that charges, just have them like take the hit, and then have these guys charge in behind them, so that they don't get the charge on these guys, and these guys get the charge on them. I really, really want the plague wheel to be a thing, because it seems so cool, but I just don't think that it is. I just don't think it is. We've tried it before. I just don't know what it's supposed to do. I mean, it does very mediocre damage. I mean, when you think about, this is one single entity unit. It does 98 damage. The poison globadiers, or whatever, the bombardiers, the purple guys, they do 98 per unit, and there's 100 units of them, so they do almost 10,000 damage. To this guy's this guy literally does like 1% of the damage that they do. Now, yeah, it does splash a little bit. I think that I mean, there's splashes too in fights, so I'm not sold. And these are twice the amount of the other dudes. I don't get it. They do have some charge bonus. It doesn't, like, if they plowed through units cleanly, then maybe it'd be nice if they were like a chariot or something, but they just don't. At least not the way that I've seen it used. So, they are really cool. I do like them. They don't, I mean, they do have armor, but they don't tank as well as like this guy does. So I think we just hire. How much more expensive are these than these? They're like 50% more, but they're just way better. I mean, we don't want to skimp on our infantry anymore. We've got to go hard. So I think that I like 4 artillery. That feels really good. They can all bunch around the warlock engineer, so that feels good. 3 of these feel right. That's the number for those. We could have a problem against missile units, but this should be good against infantry missile. I mean, we should be able to get that covered. You know, we could get like 1 storm vermin just if we need to try to soak, but this guy can probably soak also. Soak up some missiles if he has to. Okay, I think having like 2 murder runners or whatever is a good plan. Death runners. Okay, so 2 death runners, that'd put us at 15. We're not gonna have to get a wizard. So 2 death runners would put us at 15. 1 more artillery piece put us at 16. We could go 3 of these, that'd put us at 17, and then 1 more of these would put us at 18. Or okay, we're at, my math is, it's late or early, however your perspective on it. Okay, 3 of these, 17. 1 more of these, 18, and then 2 death runners, 2 death guys. Maybe only 2 of these. 1 death runner. I feel like I want at least 6 of these if I'm going to go with this strategy. Maybe 4 is fine. Okay, either way, I know I want this, so we can think about it here in a minute. All of them are going to take 4 turns to build, except for the abomination, so... okay, that should be fine. So yeah, like 2 death runners. 3 globadiers, and maybe 1 more of these would put 5. 5 of these. Maybe that's the right number. Okay. Alright, well, if he wants to run over there, that's fine. Queek. Let's see how Queek does here. I think I should be able to kill them. They are very artfully staying directly outside of my purview. Now I need to get over here and defend this, though. If he doesn't hit it this turn. An additional 20 stack. That many of those would be rough.
Mighty warrior champion.
I want to pop right in front of him to see if he'll intercept me in the underway. See if he's foolish enough to do that. No. He's not biting. This guy can start sieging Gorgazon, but I need to try desperately to stop this guy from attacking this next turn. If he attacks it next turn, I'm pretty screwed. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great if he takes that. We do have a lot of cash stored up, so we can, you know, suffer through some stuff. Okay, well, if this guy's just going to run over and do whatever, I'm just going to clean all this up over here then. I mean, I could go chasing him over here, but I think it's better to stabilize this area to make sure I don't get backdoored. I should be able to go hostile with these guys too, I think.
Ready. Talk at me in your crude language if you must. I make no promises as to the outcome.
Okay. Yeah, we can take them out soon. But I really want to get the growth going. Valea's Sorrow, we need that upgraded. So we can get walls, public order building. Okay, getting that money. So we need to go ahead and grab Drinkeraz. Then we can go get Krataman, start cleaning all this up, stabilize this area. That's all fine. I mean, this is tier 5. Like, we could go ahead and turn this into a tier 5 recruitment area if we want to. We don't get any benefit from doing it here at 8 Peaks. The growth is actually a lot lower, so it's going to take a while to do that here. We do have tier 5. We don't have growth buildings here, though. But if we go tier 4, what can we hire? Get some Storm Vermin if we need them. We could get, we could fill up the Plague Claw. If we need that, we could upgrade our back tunnels. No, we don't need Death Runners as much. Would let us fill up Plague Claws and this. We could eventually get it up to tier 5. We're gonna need tier 5 if we want another one of engineer anyways. Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and pump it up. We're still getting 100 a turn here. Growth. I maybe should have pumped it up earlier because it's not that expensive to upgrade this build. It's only, well, I've just recently gotten a ton of money. There was a time not long ago where I was under 20,000 gold. Okay. So we'll make that our tier 5 since there's no benefit to making the other place tier 5. Like, no recruitment stuff that's cheaper. I don't think, I mean, let me double check. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but I don't think there was anything that's like, you get extra chevrons, you get a discount on recruiting, or anything like that. It's just upkeep. I mean, we do want to go to tier 5, and we will get there as fast as possible with like maximum growth. So if we were really trying to save money, maybe that's what we do to save a lot of money. So we really, really want this to be tier 5. Save a lot of money, especially if we want to get this thing, which is really nice for recruitment and all that crap. And we do want to get chained sentry beasts and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's just not do that. I guess tier 4 wouldn't hurt. Would give me 1 extra plague priest if I want that down the line. If we need to, we could get catapults. Okay, fine. We'll do it. Why not? We can at least make it a place where we can refill on catapults and warp cannons. That seems to be what the enemy likes to go for. 2 turns, 1 turn. Diplomacy. The dwarfs interested in peace before they take my main town. No. Let's see, who else?
The Empire.
Y'all had enough
You
yet?
come bearing arms. Is it war?
Right.
Okay. Cool with that. Yeah, they have enough problems. They're fighting wood elves and Nagash. So they hate us, but that'll give us 1 more person that'll get off our back.
You are not. Be careful what you wish for. I may just grant it.
This dude might have to. My new Grace here may have to go kill these guys. Could have non-aggro with them, but why is it so bad? We have so many treaties with them. Maybe if they kill the Dune Kingdoms.
Do not under.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go to the next turn. What are we getting now? Getting ultimate experiments. Okay, that'll be nice. That's a lot of cash punishment. It's looking good. I really want to get this spread decay. Okay, all provinces. That's a lot of extra rotten decay. I mean, that's really nice. When you own as many territories as I own, that might... I mean, maybe I should have gotten that sooner. That's gonna potentially cause some public order problems, though. I need my food situation sorted before... It's gonna give everywhere, like, 4 extra decay. Don't siege it this turn. Don't siege it this turn. Oh, he ran. He ran? He doesn't want any. Wow. Alright, Grand Brendel. He is scared. He does not want to fight Queek. He doesn't want any. He's like that little rat. Oh, they just put their legendary lord back. He's back in action. Doing a little healthy backdoor action here. He wants to go for the Lay of Sorrow, probably. Y'all want some? Huh. Is he gonna dash down to try to reinforce? Does he think that's gonna save him? If they take this, I don't know if they're gonna do it. If they take this stuff, then I can take it when I turn on them and kill them here soon. And finally complete that province. Not that it matters that much, but why didn't they just take it? This guy's just gonna troll pretty much. Huh.
No blame.
So if I go for Drinker as,
Test me at your peril.
he might be able to hit Fillet Asarum next. Huh. If I take Drinker as and I try to burrow under, I don't think I can get there in one turn.
We must spread our own corruption.
Dude, are they seriously gonna make me siege that if I fight that?
Clan superior.
Hopefully not. I think I might just go for this anyways, just so I can advance my position. I think it might take him 2 turns to do that. So I take this, he moves up, I move up, he takes it, I kill him. Is that possible? I'm trying to... I mean, the alternative is I pop over here. He runs away, probably. I mean, this is already just a tier 1 town. If I get this, they're not going to take it back, I don't think. There'll be a rebellion, but there's going to be a rebellion anyways, most likely.
What's your bounty?
If I siege and occupy... Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Fight. Good. Get the things.
I'm gonna have to fight it because if I auto-resolve, it very well just might kill something random like all of my artillery. Okay, just fight it. As we've seen before, sometimes they just love to kill nonsensical stuff, and I really don't have time to hire any of this stuff back. And it's 9 chevrons, so I really don't want to lose it. That's a lot of extra damage. Artillery, when it levels up, is more accurate, I'm pretty sure.
Horned one, protect. Plague priest. Worthy of Skaya. Assassin. What? Our tail's yours. Death runners. Skaven, yes. Council's command. Claw catapult.
Alright, so we're probably gonna get trolled here with the catapults again, we'll see. Hopefully not, but I'm fully expecting a troll. Really don't know how to hit towers. Hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. Down here.
Council's command. Bring Bilbo.
Oops, we want him right here.
Death runners. Our tail's yours. Claw catapult. Place down. Unleash warpath.
Okay, they figured out how to shoot, so that's good.
Yes, yes. Forward or backward. At once. Assassin.
Nice, okay, so it's working here. I like to bust open the door with the artillery because if you walk up and try to bust it down yourself with normal things, then sometimes they like glitch it out and open the gate and let you in, then close it back behind you. It's one of their favorite trolls things to do. You can actually knock out the walls too if you want to. You can kind of aim for these walls. I just need to thin out these boilers up here. Get off of these walls, dude. They're not going to walk up to the boiler fire. These guys are actually doing a pretty good job of firing. Might as well just bust out the walls here. Sometimes it kind of glitches out a little bit where like they won't fire properly because of these like holes in the wall. They don't know how to path or something. I don't really know. I guess we don't even need to hurt our units to do that. That's fine. Where's this going? Is there a board still in here somewhere? There it is.
You weeping blades! Yes, yes! Lord of Skaven blight! Rocky Dadai! I am best! Get them! Get them! Play, freeze! Must fear!
Are they seriously not all running yet? Okay. We're just gonna loot and occupy, because I'm not sure if I have enough movement to sack and occupy. Dang, has it almost been another full episode? We'll have to see what the time looks like here. I want to get to some crazier stuff, but there's just so much fighting every single episode now. There's like, you know, like 3 battles an episode. 3 or 4. Just like straight up. All fighting, which is cool. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't mind that. I don't mind that. But like, I should have had to fight this one.
Even great clans answer to me!
The undead ones, yes, I need to fight those, but this one is like... No way, they don't even have a general. It's really hard to beat this particular composition as a dwarf in a siege. Shadow magnet trinket, what is this? Huh. Okay, it's just if you have shields. Well, none of my units are going to have shields because I'm going with some other stuff.
Where shadow, horned rat.
Why is it so hardcore? Oh, conquest plus provincial. You're telling me military presence is only giving 5 public order? I have a freaking 20 stack with like really high tier units in it. A level 33 ward. How is that not more public order for military presence? That's pretty troll.
I'm a rune lord, not some.
This guy's trying to come up with some stuff over there. Okay, let's. I mean, we could throw down some growth. Public order would be nice. Gonna get a rebellion, not this turn, but next. No matter what, pretty much. So I guess we might as well go with this. And then once we hit the, it'll discount on some of this stuff. I should have probably grabbed that at level 1, but I don't know. I kind of stand behind the growth. I need all of these towns up, and I need them to have walls soon.
You what?
Alright, so that's settled.
Clan superior.
We've got all that. Do we have mutagenic elixirs? Yeah, they still haven't leveled up. We will eventually need some of these things though. We don't need them yet.
Trust him for now.
I think wary. Hero action chance needs to go down a little bit here. I never got that before because I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, if they wound somebody, that's annoying, but like that replenishment could be game breaking. if I'm supposed to fight like 3 armies in a row and they stop my replenishment for 3 turns, that's gonna be absolutely brutal. I don't know what this guy's up to,
For
but...
the wisdom
Who are they at
of
war
the
with?
land.
At war with anybody?
It is time.
At war with the Bloody Hand, okay, so... you got some pretty decent stuff here. Those units are... those are pretty for real. That's one of the scarier dwarf things we've seen so far. Those are like all pretty upgraded units. These are really good. These are way better than dwarf warriors. And the thunders are very scary too. And they have 2 cannons, so this is one of the scarier things. I mean, yeah, like hammers and things like that, those are nice, but those hammer armies had a lot of, you know, kind of dwarf warrior type of stuff mixed in there, I think. I don't know, these hammers are good, Bugmans. I mean, this army's pretty scary too.
Keep Grace, you scum away. Clan Moors.
Okay, so he's smart. He ran just outside of range. This guy not getting... who's... oh, he is sieging. How is he so far away sieging?
No. Keep Grace, you scum
God, for
away.
real? Okay, so I can come out on him. Can't go out on him.
Warlord Queek Heteka.
Can't go out on him. I don't know what this guy's up to.
You disappoint me.
They might.
I refuse.
How confident am I?
Now.
If I come over here in the underway. I don't have my dude, I don't think. How long until I get him back? 1 turn.
Keep Grace, you scum away.
Okay, we know he's not likely to try to take this in 1 turn.
More head skulls.
So if I burrow under... they would have to fight me in the underway. I think... don't I get bonuses in the underway? They can't run if they fight me in the underway. I can't either, but... I'm pretty sure I get bonuses. Okay, so that's not going to apply, because I'm not going to be the one attacking. Green scan... leadership, public order. He has so many accolades. Beard collector, okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Subterranean. Pathfinder, so I get 3 leadership. Which is not ridiculous, but it's okay. Plus 2 from this one. Okay, there's the timer. We might fight 1 more. Okay, so 5 leadership and fighting against the undead. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if I burrow under, the furthest this guy could dash is like here. This dude attacks. He would not be able to. What is this garrison look like?
The lair is doomed.
My wife just texted me. I'm just looking to see what that is. She's probably giving the grocery list. Yes. Friendly reminder, go to the grocery store. Okay, fair enough.
I think not.
My influence is weak.
Where's on?
Ask another.
I could come out on the field right now and try to fight him.
Soon.
Now I can dash, but then I'm gonna be tired. If I use the underway, I'm not tired, but I can't get the support of the town.
I refuse your guidance.
I will not.
So I could try to roll out and weaken them as much as possible. Just run at them and fight them. Open field. I would lose that battle.
I refuse.
But I could just do as much damage as possible to these crypt ghouls. And then
This is mine. Mine.
do as much damage as possible. Float under here. They'll probably come at me. They might be a little dinged up, but they'll probably come at me and do a 40 on 20, I would imagine.
Think not.
That's such a good army.
Where no
Alternatively, I just let that fall and run at the dwarves, but they could just
Look
run
off
away.
me.
No.
What now?
Could come up here and like go into ambush stance or something. But they might tag team this. See, if I'm on offense, if I'm the one doing the attacking, then I can single them out. So maybe they take Gorgazon. If I let them have it, they're gonna siege it for a turn, and then they'll probably attack it. Then they'll take it thinking they can beat me, probably, and then I can pick them off one at a time and do 2 fights of 20 instead of 1 fight versus 40. I don't know if I could do 20 on 40. It's possible.
Ask
I just
another.
have so much that they can overrun me with.
It beats is mine. Mine. My influence is weak.
I mean, this many crypt horrors are really difficult to deal with. These crypt horrors are extremely powerful because they regenerate and they poison, so I don't do as much damage to them. They do very heavy armor piercing damage, so they're just going to carve right through those storm vermin. They have a lot of HP. They buffed their HP, I'm pretty sure. They nerfed their melee attack a long time ago. I mean, this is the thing that you get when you play Undead. You get a lot of crypt horrors because they're strong as heck. That's like the rat ogres. It's like your early to mid game super powerhouse unit to you, unless you afford like much bigger stuff later on, like Blood Knights. But okay, I think that's my best plan of action. It's just kind of just sneak over here. If they come at me, then I'm gonna step back just a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, I just wanted to get 31%. I don't want to get totally trolled. Okay, we'll come over here.
Set ambush. Yes, yes.
Go into ambush stance. If this dwarf tries to go for this, I should be able to burrow under. Because here's what you can do in theory. You can burrow under. If one person wants to intercept you, that's fine. You get a one-on-one and underway slaughter them. If they don't intercept you, then you can actually attack with your town, and then you reinforce it. So that's a way how you can burrow under and attack on the same turn. Because you can reinforce if you burrow under, you just can't attack them if you burrow under on the same turn. So it's kind of like dashing. You can cover a large distance, but you can't attack, but you can still reinforce. So now they have an option. They can come up here and try to, you know, they'd have to dash with this guy and then attack with this guy and maybe get me, but I should be able to dash away if they do that. And get out of their way. I need to be the one on the attack, though, because then I get an ambush, and I get all kinds of bonuses for leadership, as we saw up here, you know, being a superior attacker, all that kind of crap. have that or whatever song. I can't remember what it's called, but someone donated to have me sing a whatever that. I can't remember how that song goes, but it was some Indian song that was pretty fun. Okay, we're gonna just scout with this guy, I guess, and if we need him, we'll use him. But these little hero dudes have not been that impactful so far. And we'll see what happens next turn. We'll also get our dude back next turn, which could be crucial. Micah.
All hail, horned rat. We are brave, mighty.
It was a fun song, but I was just like, I cannot sing this. For those of you that saw the League stream and tried to see me sing that, I was like, it's a cool song and everything, but there's no possible way I can sing this, so, you know. I was just kind of laughing and trying, but like, the way it was transliterated, obviously it was in like Hindi or something like that, and they turned it into like English letters, but I still could not. I was like, I don't know the sound that those letters make when you put them together like that. I'm an English professor. I have no idea what sound that makes. So it's so different from romantic languages, Spanish, German, French, all that stuff. I can kind of read those languages, sort of, not well. My Spanish is iffy. I had a lot of Spanish. I had like 5 semesters in high school. I went through Spanish 5, and then 2 semesters in college, but that was, 14 years ago. There's no way I'm going to remember a lot of that, although some, yes. But then I had 2 semesters of reading French in grad school that were cool. So you're gonna... Alright. Bringing in some more big guns, huh? Thorgrim's made an appearance here. Okay, so they think they're safe, huh? Strength in numbers, eh, boys? Oh, they are actually gonna take it. Okay. God. Alright. Y'all got it. Well. Yeah, there's no point. I mean, yeah, I could maybe do a little bit more damage to some of them, but I mean, let's be realistic. Are they gonna run? Okay, he's running over to support. What's... Stay close, stay close. Oh, he's running for it. He is scared. They don't want to mess with Queek. It was fun taking classes about things that like aren't in my specialty, where I'm just learning like entry level stuff about it, reading about it. And, I can do that on my own too, but undergrad, and really when I was still doing coursework in grad school, it was most grad school classes. Some of the worst classes I ever had were a couple of grad school classes that I took, but most of them were very cool, and with like just maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. And undergrad, most of my classes were really cool. I liked undergrad a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was diverse because I was in English, philosophy, and religious studies. I was a triple major, and so I took a bunch of different humanities classes, and I was just learning so much about different cultures from around the world and just different like ways of thinking and just reading literature from all kinds of different cultures, and it was very cool. There weren't really many undergrad classes, so I was like, man, this sucks. I got to pick out most of the classes that I liked, even just like the gen ed type of stuff. Like even biology was pretty cool. I'm just kind of a nerd though. I like learning stuff. Okay, I got my warlock back. Why aren't these guys just taking that? How are these guys defending this? Why don't they want this? I guess it is tier 1. Maybe they just...
rises from the sands.
Claymores!
Crap, these guys are straight trolling.
I refuse.
Are they trying to like...
Even Nagash had
Are they trying to bait me? So he could probably hit this in one turn. So are they trying to say, okay, if I come down here and fight this, I'm going to take this probably. It's not walled anymore. They're probably thinking, I'm going to try to go take this back.
No.
Maybe they're thinking they can weaken me. I take the town. And then they come over and fight me with 40 and beat me? Is that what their game is? I could just sack it though and dash out and just get rid of one of these 20 stacks and not pit. You don't want to take a town if you can't win the fight back when they come at you, because you don't get to retreat when you're in a town. If I do that though, I'm giving up on Galbaraz. And I really don't want to do that, because I really want this mine. I mean, I guess I already have the Warlock recruited. It's not the end of the world. I have enough money. I have a lot of excess growth here. I could easily build it back up if they take it.
You know who I am.
Those vampires, where did they go? Did they run away?
Plague priest.
Let's see, we'll have to go to another episode here in a second. Where do they go?
Move.
Okay, there they are.
You're overruled.
Yeah, I was just making sure they weren't like ambushing. I think vampire accounts get ambushed. There's some factions that can't. I think they can. Okay, so there's not a rebellion here yet.
Watch your back, tail.
We stabilize that
My
part.
landscape.
Presence crackdown. Okay. I really don't want to deal with the rebellion right now. I'd love to just advance my position. Why didn't I sell that last turn? Drinker Eyes. I goofed up and wasn't paying attention. Not that it's going to matter that much, but this I could have had the growth here one turn faster. It might matter. Now, this army is not looking amazing. It's okay. These guys have a bunch of...
I'd rather eat a squeak.
Stop pushing it.
Squig herd. Huh. I like squigs a lot. I think they're fun. Plus 12 leadership. What is this? Active if enemy presence in ability range. Squigs go wild. Huh. Okay, and they have rampage now. They didn't used to have rampage. They're immune to psych. I thought they were unbreakable. Maybe it's Squig Riders. How much do they get against infantry? 11? Yeah, not bad. Yeah, it's probably gonna be it for this episode. I'm just...
Great, Ruffy. If I don't like your words, I'll blast.
The Empire. You come bearing arms.
I don't like this
Is
too
it
much.
war?
Military access, non-aggression. Okay, so we can't.
What?
In
The
theory,
time for
we
talk is over.
can't do that
Make
much.
your
How are we able to be military allies with Doom
Doom
Kingdoms?
King of Nehekara.
Because he's a sated king?
Don't be aghast, for I still still have a mortal's appetites. More wine? Drink, then we talk treaties.
I mean, I'm happy they're not destroying them right now because that means that I get to keep my trade going, which is nice.
Ha ha! You dare approach a
still don't really
lord
wanna
of
do
the
anything.
Dowie in such a manner?
Honey, what's going on in there?
It is time! Talk then, but I make no oath for the surety of...
What?
They're still gaining properties. They have
Speak
58
thy
now. Phew, how are these dwarfs looking? I'm cutting into their properties. Dang, the vampires have 58 properties. I only have 30. I mean, what do they have? They've got to have everything. Like, they have to have all of this. Everything. But how do the dwarves have 30? Like, 27. So between them, they have 80 provinces? I still only have like 30, right? Maybe 40? 31. I mean, I know this is a little spread out, but it's not that spread out. I have 31 properties right now, so that means that the vampires have like 60% more than me. Okay, that place is burned. What could they possibly have? I mean, like, it's got to literally be everything in here. I know they have this whole coast here. The elves are still in the game. Telia and them are still in the game over here. Maybe they've wiped Bretonia. There's so much property. And their income must be through the roof. They're just going to send stack after stack after stack. Okay, so we'll figure it out next turn. I think we're going to bite and go for this town.
I will not.
We'll see how we do. If we get like a flawless victory pretty much, we can maybe occupy it. We're not going to be able to replenish because it's not our territory anymore. I mean, the other option is we just come over here and try to deal with the dwarves. Now,
Mighty warrior champion.
ooh, I can actually dash and then fight. I mean, I could dash over there and fight him right now if I wanted to. Like, the problem is if I leave this open, if I come over here, dash, try to fight, they're gonna run. Probably. If they ran for me the first time, they were scared, they're definitely gonna run this time. And my units are gonna be tired. There's no way they run because I'm gonna get all of the reinforcements from this town. So they're like 100% gonna run. And then these guys could come down and start making a move on Hemry. Or even make a move on this temple. And I do not want to lose this Black Temple. It's really good. It's 30 extra wins of magic, which is huge. And it's that ward recruit and hero recruit rank, which is awesome. Eventually I do want a 4th ward. I can't afford it right now. But if I manage to stabilize this stuff, and especially once I get this place up and running, this place is going to be like a 4,000 gold town. It's going to have multiple, it's got 4 provinces in it. And it has multiple gold buildings. Like, this is a gold building, this is a gold building. I can get the slave wheels pretty far up. Like, it's going to be nice if I get that going. So it's going to be probably my richest province. I mean, this one is like 2,500, and that's pretty rich. What is my richest province? 2,500? 2,500, the gold towns, basically. My main headquarters is super rich because it is this. Pretty much. How is it even that rich? Oh, you get plus 75% extra income. Okay, yeah. Alright.
Envoy of council.
So we have one more turn on these. Basically do 2 here. I wanted 2 of those. One more of these. And I need the Globadiers. Either 3 or 2 Globadiers, and then 1 more Plague Monk Scissors. So we're not going to be online for another 3 turns. And we can come out with our fully stacked up army. Start dunking on some fools. With this new build, we'll see. But yeah, that's not going to be ready for 3 turns. We need to keep him off of Henry for 3 turns and keep him off of this pyramid for 3 turns. So, I mean, if we lose this, it sucks. We can get it back, though. We can get this back. If they start cascading through here, if they start ripping through my territory and just backdooring all this crap, there's going to be rebellions everywhere. It's going to be bad. So, I think just give them the outermost thing if they want it, which is this. Start thinning these vampires out. I mean, if I take this town and I can bait them, I just...
Queek.
don't think I can do a 20v40 right now with that on. I mean, these are serious armies. These guys are not playing. Like, this is some hardcore stuff. For 40 of them. 20 on 20, I can win that. But 40 on 20, like, I can't do it if they have so much hardcore stuff.
No.
Okay, but anyways, I think we're way past time, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's it. We'll get to the next episode. I know every episode's hot. We're getting so many good fights in here. This is awesome. It's good coverage. Hopefully people were sticking around for this many turns and episodes. I know that it starts like dwindling as you get through the campaign, but for those of you sticking it out, this is some real... I mean, this is some of the best Warhammer I've played in a while. This is great. I mean, every turn, there's just crazy stuff going on. It's awesome. It was kind of that way in the first Queek campaign, earlier in the campaign. I guess earlier in this campaign it was pretty wild too. There's been a little bit of a lull kind of in the middle before we had this crazy fight against the Dwarfs, but, I mean, we were fighting, you know, we were just fighting all Tomb Kings, but now it's getting hardcore. So, anyway, stay tuned. It's getting exciting. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.